Hey guys, welcome back! We are now on update 26.2 and I am very excited to explore this update. We've got a new biome, a ton of new blocks, and even a new mob, so there is a lot for us to get our teeth into. And as for where to explore, I'm actually thinking of heading down to our eye blossom farm and heading out around here because we really haven't explored much of this area at all, so hopefully there will be some new chunks and also some sulfur caves. So with some shulker boxes to pick up plenty of loot and blocks and some buckets for some new friends, I think let's head out and let's see if we can find what we're looking for. There it is, our lovely portal. Now hopefully it might also still be daytime. I didn't really think about that. Okay, it looks like we're fine. The grey sky definitely doesn't help, but I think it's still daytime. So let's see. If we head out from here, hopefully we might be able to spy ourselves a nice little sulfur cave, or at least whatever the thing's called that's on the surface, which hopefully should rather stand out. Hello, don't mind me. I forgot to bring a bed with me, so just let me borrow yours really quick. I might actually have to take it with me. Man, I'm looking forward to there being straw beds, but I'm just gonna be taking that. Thank you very much. I think you might just have to, share with someone. I'm sure someone will be willing to share a bed with you until you can make a new one. It'll be fine. It'll be totally fine. Have you happened to see, a geyser around here? Not like a guy, but like a giant plume of water. I know that's a bit of a long shot, but I would love to know if there was one around here. Wait, I think that's what we're looking for. Hello? Yeah, look at that geyser go! Oh my god, we actually found it. Oh, this is so good. I'm so excited. These geysers seem so interesting. And I mean, the sulfur blocks are really cool. Look at you getting thrown into the air. Oh, yes, this is exactly what I need. So we've got the potent sulfur, and then we've also got these sulfur spikes. And then I think this must be, yes, this is the regular sulfur. And then this is the cinnabar. Oh man, ever since they added dripstone, I've always kind of wanted more things like it. Just like other colours, other variants of things you can put in places. And these are pretty cool. I mean, yellow, traditionally not my favourite colour in the world. But if it's what they're willing to give me, I will most certainly take it. And the geysers, now that's something we're going to have to play with because they seem incredibly fun. But I guess the main thing that we actually want to do is we just want to head down and we want to hope that this somewhere along the way becomes an actual cave. And I mean, I guess even if not, at least we can pick up a decent amount of these blocks, but I really would love to find an actual cave down here somewhere, because that should have even more good stuff for us. Hello? Look at you! Now I think we can a bucket of sulfur cube. Now these guys are very intriguing. You are incredibly adorable, but I am gonna just quickly test out the fact that I think I can kill you to split you in two. Yes! So we can kill you and split you in two. I don't think you can bucket the small ones. No, you have to wait for them to grow up, but that is how you get more and more sulfur cubes. You just wait for them to grow up and then split them in two again. And now these guys are 100% designed to make mini games, which obviously is fantastic for people who play on servers because there is just so many more games that you can very easily make now. You can make pretty much any ball sport and you just have to change which type of block you give it as to what sort of sport you're doing. Like I'm pretty sure you can give them ice and then they just slide, so you could kind of play like curling. And then as you could see with the one with granite, I'm sure that would work for something with quite a heavy ball. And then there's obviously other things like tennis and probably like badminton. There are a lot of different options. But I mean, I just think they're adorable. That's why I like them. I'm not much of one for making minigames. Redstone is definitely not my forte, and as a single player, you'd have to do something that is a single player game. But in general, they're adorable, and the bucket of them is also absolutely adorable. Oh, they're so cute. But I guess while we wait for these guys to grow up, wouldn't say no to getting even more of this stuff. And I think the sulfur is at least like sort of renewable thanks to all of these sulfur spikes, which I think if you put them like 4 of them in a square, I think they do form a new block, and I think they also grow kind of like dripstone does. So the sulfur, I'm pretty sure you can pretty much make renewably, but I don't think that there's a way to make the cinnabar, so we definitely want to bring ourselves home a good amount of the cinnabar. Hello? Is this a bigger opening? What's this? Or is it just... Oh, it's got bad people in it. I know that much. Hi, buddy. I wasn't quite sure what to expect coming out here. But I suppose Creeper should have been on my list of things to expect. Hi, bud. Goodbye. Is that daylight? I feel like it has to be. I mean, it's probably moonlight, but yes, that is the sky, and apparently it is sunset. But that is very good to know, because I would love to set a portal down here. Oh, hello. There's suddenly so many of you. Good lord, I mean, I will take you, yes, hello, but we do now have a full shulker box of cinnabar, which is fantastic. Actually, a tiny bit more than we needed. And I feel like I want to set a portal down here so we can put a nether portal on the nether roof so we can easily come back here if we need any more of these guys, any more cinnabar or any more sulfur. But I also feel like, I mean, how far did we travel in the end? So our entrance is right there, and our farm, man, we did a very strange loop around. But, I mean, it's not too far to get to our Eye Blossom farm, so maybe we can get to the surface, fly back to the Eye Blossom farm, and then it's going to be very, very easy to make our nether portal. If we just set one up like here, this is definitely, it's not the best nether portal I've ever made, but, you know, as long as it works. And then if we take the coordinates of this, which is right there, and then all we have to do is convert it into our nether coordinates, and then make a matching one on the roof. I believe this should hopefully lead to our portal. Unless I did a miscalculation, which would be really not fun. Come on. Yes! Absolutely perfect. And if we go back, come on, link to the nether roof, first try. Oh, for goodness sake. They say that madness is doing the same thing again and expecting a different result. But for some reason, I mean, I just can't think of any reason that this wouldn't be linking correctly. Let's try it one more time. Any chance of a different result? So this should take us to the correct place. But then you're gonna take us to the wrong place going back? No, you took me to the nether roof. Okay, I one more test. One more test. Like, we've had a 50-50 of if we end up on the nether roof or not. What is going on? Okay. We're in the sulfur caves. And we're on the nether roof. Turns out that doing the same thing again and expecting a different result isn't necessarily insanity. Sometimes it just works. And well, one day we will surely come back and decorate this portal, but for now, really want to get us home so we can take a quick look at the geysers, or geysers, or however you want to say it, the giant plumes of water that throw you into the air. I really want to have at least a bit of a play with those, so let's head home. Woohoo! That is so cool. Oh, and you just sort of like bounce on the top of it as well? Okay, these, I could see a lot of potential for these. Partly just for how they look. I do love the look of them, and the idea of making like a creepy swamp that has random geysers that go off is incredibly fun. But I also feel like if you needed something where you wanted to do like steampunk and also include like elevators, I mean, anything steampunk will definitely benefit from some of these guys. But I also feel like if you did steampunk and use these as like elevators between floors, oh, that would be such a good look. I'm not sure if there's anywhere in our factory that would really benefit from this, but I am gonna have to think on it. Definitely not the ones that are like 40 blocks tall or however tall that is, but maybe some of the small ones. They could potentially be pretty useful, but oh, it's just such a useful and cool effect. Man, I need something that needs like steam elevators. And man, this update has also given us some possible future plans. We can make a house for our sulfur cubes, we can make a single player minigame, and we could even make a farm for the sulfur spikes. There are a lot of options now open to us, which I just love. More things on the to-do list just means there's always something to do, which is exactly how I like it. But I don't think we'll be tackling any of that next episode, because next episode is, and I can't quite believe I'm saying this, it's episode 100. I know, episode 100, that just feels like a very big milestone. And to celebrate, I think it would be fun if we did a bit of a world tour to mark the occasion. We can look at past projects, maybe talk about some future ideas. I am very much looking forward to it. But until then, thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye!